Welcome back. Let's take a look at business now. As citizens continue to enjoy the fall of maize prices in Kenya, Samburu residents fear that the imported maize will not reach Samburu County. The residents say they are the most in need of the maize after they were severely hit by drought that killed their source of livelihood. The government has so far imported 30,000 tons of maize from Mexico to address the shortage, with additional consignment expected in a fortnight.
Tunauliza hii mahindi itafika siku gani? Kwa sababu tuko na haki kwamba hiyo mahindi itafika hapa, na tunaomba serikali ya county, kama kweli serikali ya wananchi, iamke ihakie mahindi imefika hapa na isusi hapa katikati.
Hata kama ingewezekana serikali waweze, kama kuna mtu wako na mahindi hata kama ni kiasi kidogo, na mtu alikuwa amenunua kwa bei ya juu, kama wanaweza wakompensate hata wale wamenunua kwa mahindi kwa bei ya juu, halafu ndio waweze kuuza hata na ile bei ya chini.
Sasa watu wale wako mbali kama sisi tuko Maralal, huko mwisho wa dunia, tutaipataje hiyo mahindi? Na tunawezaje kuangusha leo unga na mahindi tulikuwa tumenunua zamani?
The Kenya Union of Savings and Credit Cooperatives Limited has welcomed the new push for SACCOs to embrace Sharia-compliant products to lure the Muslim community to take part in the broader financial sector deepening in the country. According to George Ototo, Cusco Managing Director, this will see SACCOs reach a bigger spectrum of the consumer market, which remains largely underserved. Ototo was speaking at Cusco's annual general meeting earlier today in Nairobi.
Islamic financing is becoming a major source of funding worldwide, and the government has thus proposed legislative amendments to the Cooperative Societies Act and SACCO Societies Act through the Finance Bill 2017, seeking the recognition of Islamic finance business practices through formation of Sharia-compliant SACCO societies. In this regard, the Finance Bill 2017 has undergone the first reading in the National Assembly and is now accepting views from stakeholders through public participation. We therefore advise SACCOs to introduce these products in order to attract the Muslim community.
And let's now move on and take a look at our weekly segment. Despite the negative sentiment hovering over graft and food shortage, some investors remain bullish that Kenya is still the place to invest. Swedish-based car manufacturer Volvo is set to construct a 2.5 billion assembly plant in Mombasa. The move is a series of investments aimed at boosting the company's presence in the region. And as the Swedes declared their mega investments in Kenya, global machinery manufacturer Mantrac, which holds the Caterpillar dealership, has announced it will be rolling out new models as it targets the astronomical growth in the construction sector. KTN's Abiagina has that story on this week's episode of Transformers.
Kenya has been a beehive of activity, with the political class running the show, literally. But beneath the political rhetoric, investors remain focused on setting up shop in Kenya, exuding confidence of an economy that is worth investing in.
You know, Africa is really important, as you all know very well.
Speaking at an investors' cocktail in Nairobi's capital, Mantrac's group president Rob Charter acknowledged that Africa has a large growth potential and has the fastest growing middle class worldwide, with the population expected to double by 2050, hence immense business prospects.
We're very committed to Africa. We actually recently, I think it was earlier this year, made a commitment with our dealers and the CAT Foundation to invest $1 billion in Africa between 2017 and 2021.
The firm is betting big on Kenya and South Africa as bright spots in the region. The firm plans to launch more heavy-duty construction machinery, such as the new 426F backhoe loader sourced from India. As Mantrac declared their desire to expand their footprint in Kenya, Swedish truck manufacturer Volvo has come knocking as well. According to Bloomberg News, the truck maker of vehicles and construction equipment has agreed to partner with Kenyan car dealer Nest Motors to set up 20 new workshops across the region, a parts warehouse and assembly line for Volvo trucks in Kenya's port city of Mombasa.
The partnership between Next and Volvo Trucks will make a positive contribution to regional trade momentum.
We need to have local manufacturing And this is also something that Next is prepared to invest in this country, which is necessary. We are really committed to turning around the position where manufacturing has been stagnant at 11% of GDP. Exports have remained at 15% of GDP when imports have shot up to 40% of GDP, thereby putting pressure on our currency.
Volvo trucks are assembled in 15 countries across the globe, and last year the company sold about 103,000 trucks worldwide. Volvo is only the latest vehicle maker to announce plans in recent months to start assembling locally, following moves by Volkswagen, PSA Peugeot and CNH industrialist Iveco. Abi Agina, KTN Business.
Thanks, Abby. Gulf African Bank, the first fully Sharia-compliant bank in Kenya, has moved to pump up its services with the first Sharia-compliant insurance premium financing in the country. And what they're saying is that regular insurance premium financing provides businesses and individuals with short-term loans to cover costs of immediate insurance premiums, spreading repayment over an agreed period of time. Gulf African Bank introduces Sharia-compliant IPF, which enables the bank to enter into an agreement with the insurer and the insured, where the bank will pay full insurance premium of the insured immediately while operating under the Tawaruk model, which allows clients to raise money quickly and easily with non-interest benefits. Speaking during the launch event, Gulf African Bank's Managing Director Abdullah Abdukalik said that the insurance solution offers a great deal of flexibility in both interest payments and offsetting of the principal.
It's usually a tripartite agreement between the policy holder, that's the individual we're trying to finance, or the company for that matter, the insurance service provider, and the bank, who are the financiers of this product. The bank basically pays up for the full premium of that particular policy or that insurance cover the individual or the commercial entity is taking, which an agreement is signed where the repayment of that premium is done over a period of time up to 10 months.
Gulf African Bank is the first Sharia-compliant bank in Kenya, in fact, in East and Central Africa. We were licensed in 2006, but we started operations in 2008. So very soon we will be celebrating our 10th anniversary, inshallah. And we are the top tier 3 bank today in Kenya.
Takaful insurance, for us in IRA, we look at it as being the next frontier. We look at it as being the place where people will be interested in insurance. Currently, the penetration of insurance in the country is around 2.7%. which you could say is very low. But if you look at Africa, I think we're number 4 in Africa, so we're doing pretty well. But we're looking at I think it's 3.7% by 2018.
And General Motors plans to quit selling vehicles in India by the end of this year and will sell operations in South Africa, the latest steps in a strategy of focusing cash and engineering effort on fewer, more profitable markets. The Detroit automaker said on Thursday it will take $500 million charge in the second quarter to restructure operations in India, Africa and Singapore. It will cancel most of a planned $1 billion investment to build a new line of low-cost vehicles in India. About $200 million of the charge will be a cash expense. The moves are expected to save $100 million a year in a sector of GM's global business that last year lost about $800 million.